We have on the phone now in California Alice Hoglan. Ms. Hoglan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
First of all, let me say how very grateful we are that you take the time under such circumstances to call us, or sorry, to talk to us, not to call us, but to talk to us about what you know about today. I should tell you that Mrs. Hoglan, are you Mrs. Hoglan?
Miss Hoglan, I'm
Okay.
The mother of Mark Bingham.
I know you are. The mother of Mark Bingham, who was on United Airlines Flight 93 that crashed in Pennsylvania today. And Ms. Hoglan has agreed to tell us, I think, what your son said to you from the aircraft. Can you tell us from the beginning?
Yes, that's correct. The phone rang about 6:45 this morning, and Carol Phipps, a friend of the family, answered it, and she heard a male voice say, get Kathy or Alice quickly. And she did. She went and got Kathy, who is Mark's aunt. That's my sister-in-law. It's her home here. I heard Kathy running down the hall. Kathy spoke to Mark. I heard her say, "We love you too, Mark." And I coming out of my room, she said, "Come talk to Mark. He has been hijacked." And I got on the phone. I heard Mark's voice. He said, "Mom, this is Mark Bingham." He was so flustered, I guess, giving me his last name. And he said, "I just wanted to let you know that I love you." He was repeating that, the same thing he had told Kathy a moment before. I told him, "We love you, Mark." And he said, "I'm on a flight, flight 93, United Flight 93 from Newark to San Francisco, and there are 3 guys that have taken over the flight, and they say they have a bomb. And I'm calling you from the airphone on the plane," meaning not his cell phone, I guess. I found out since that he was sitting in the last part of first class and that the flight was fairly light, not very many passengers, 45 people aboard. So he may well be able to take a proactive part in that, and they intended to do and target. I certainly hope so, anyway.
Ms. Hoglan, I hate interviews like this at this moment, and I'm sure you are suffering in ways that we cannot imagine. Did your son say anything else to you about the circumstances on board the flight?
No, I wasn't able to. He was cut off. Can you hear me all right?
I can indeed.
The plane, the phone went dead after a few seconds. I got the impression that he was being distracted badly by something going on around him. I didn't hear anything except the sort of confusion. I didn't hear any explosions, any yelling, just voices, and then he seemed quite distracted about something. Quite calm voice, though. He was a very close fellow, and then he repeated that he loved us. He emphasized to me that what he was telling me was true. I told him I believed him, that we loved him, and the phone went dead. But I have been asked since. We immediately called the FBI, and they made any reference to any other weapons being used. They had to tell them no. They mentioned his knives. We had a moment to speak. I think the reporter from San Francisco that
Mrs. Hoglan, how old was your son, and what did he do?
He's 31 years old. He's president of the Bingham Group, a public relations firm in San Francisco with an office in New York.
And have you talked to anybody in the government this evening? Has anybody in the airline or the government been in touch with you?
Well, United Airlines has called me to confirm that Mark was on the flight. The FBI has been in touch with me and has come out. 2 of the representatives came out this morning in response to our call to them.
Well, Ms. Hoglan, thank you. Thank you for sharing this with us and with the nation. This is a day for you that we won't even begin to imagine, but I'm
glad to be able to share what I have been able to find out.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. It's Alice Hoglan on the phone from California, we are told. We're told it's Alice Hoglan on the phone from California, the mother of Mark Bingham, one of the passengers on United Airlines Flight 93. Ms. Hoglan says she's been in touch with United Airlines since. It all seems to fit with early reporting that we had heard today about some of the passengers on United 93 managing to talk, and she says the airphone, not his cell phone. Forget that many airplanes have airphones now. And there was chaos on the airplane. He was distracted, the phone went dead, and we know that 38 passengers and 7 crew died in this crash in Pennsylvania on an airplane that had, at least according to 1 or 2 sources we've spoken today in the Federal Aviation Administration environment, had asked to change its flight plan for Washington before it crashed for reasons we do not understand at this point in Pennsylvania.